Hails and well met, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Mally Nim, and today we continue Season 2 of the Shadows Fall anthology entitled Mask of God. Shadows Fall is a TTRPG live play series using the Shadow of the Demon Lord system, shout out to Schwab Entertainment, with the Fantasy Grounds virtual tabletop. Shout out to Fantasy Grounds, and the most excellent in-game music and sound by Sirenscape. Shout out to Sirenscape. Alright, so, now that that's over with, let me turn it over to my amazing players, starting with you. Ruby, please introduce yourself and who you are playing today.
Hello, I'm Ruby the Lazy Goblin. Today I'm playing, Tinme, and, I don't know, I stream sometimes, and, that's all, introduction. Woo! I also made these Hero Forge models, and I kind of want to update them.
Well, we'll see where the story takes us if they do get updated, but don't put too much work on yourself.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, next up we have Faye.
Hello, I'm Faye, Druidia, Fairy Druid, and I am playing Bastet. Meow.
Bastet, meow, that's all you need to know. Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, Simple, you're up next.
Hello, I'm Simple and I'm playing, just called GiGi. GiGi, I'm playing the character GiGi. I'm a human. Yeah.
Boo, humans, boo.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Says the extra special character. Twixie, introduce yourself.
I'm extra special? Oh my god. Wow, I'm the... No. Hello, I'm Twixie, the variety goblin streamer. I have no idea how else to describe myself, so I'm going to continue into my character. I am playing Eena, which I can't actually tell you a lot about because I don't think we expanded on it very much in the first game, so you will just have to stick around and find out.
Exactly.
Around?
Sticky around.
Never gonna get this down. You're the best.
Excellent. So, are we ready for the recap?
We are ready. Oh, I'm ready.
Yes.
I was born ready.
You were born sticky.
That too.
On the last episode of Shadows Fall, Mask of God, after attending Sunday Mass, our party has a meeting with Father Faust, the head of the Church of the Seven Flames, to discuss progress with their membership. We learn that our party members have been stoking the flames of corruption within two targets: Christian, a chef with a murderous past, and Sister Favina, a nun with a few burnt skeletons in her closet. After discussing the targets and planning, our party executes their plan. Christian is seduced into following Sticky and Bastet back to the church hideout. Eena pays a homeless man to incite Favina into an act of violence, while GiGi offers her sanctuary and leads the nun to the church hideout. The targets were incapacitated and strapped to tables. One ritual sacrifice to the devil later, and our episode came to an end. And that's basically where we're going to pick up with episode 2. So, the episode starts out. You remember how it ended? Black screen, we got the title drop. Episode 2 starts out right where we left off, right after the ritual sacrifice. We have the 4 of you all sitting on like 2 divans. It looks like you just got off of work. Your robes are bloody, your hands are blood stained, leaning against each other, hair disheveled. GiGi's taking a drag from a cigarette as Father Faust steps into the scene. which I will share Faust again real quick.
What was Nipplefinger doing there?
Damn it. Who knows? But Father Faust steps into the scene. He walks in with his cane and looks at the four of you sitting there after hard night's work of ritual sacrifice. So, initiates no more. Welcome, sisters, to the Church of the Seven Flames. There's much to discuss, so how do you feel, Sticky, after this?
Very sticky. Everything is red.
Yes, yes. Everyone doing okay, Bastet?
Yes, I kind of feel invigorated.
Yes. That's that devil energy flowing through you. How about you, GiGi? You holding up all right?
Yeah.
Eena?
To inflict such damage on a mortal life in such an instant, to watch them fall and crumble in front of me. There's something about it. It's very relieving.
Artistic, if I were to say so myself. The dagger, your paintbrush, their bodies, their canvas.
I mean, our guy kind of deserved it anyway. I don't know anything about the lady that you brought in.
Well, we can discuss that more and further. You should get cleaned up. I need to, let me show you around. There is much to discuss now. As he says that, you hear a knock at the ritual door. I mean, you're in like a fucking underground satanic church. Who's knocking on the door? He's, kind of, for a moment, it's like, what the heck? And then Father Faust looks at you all. He's like, do not worry. I am expecting someone. And he limps over to the door as the scene shows the four of you like standing up and collecting yourselves, wiping the blood off your hands and whatnot, as you hear the door open from the distance, and you hear the voice of Father Faust. Welcome, I was expecting you. And then you hear another voice. So this is the place, huh? And then the scene changes over to Father Faust. He's opened the door, and then there is a goblin man with brushed back brown hair, wearing pants and boots, but no shirt. And we see this individual. His chest appears to have, in place of nipples, are fingers. And we see the scene of Father Faust talking with this individual here, and the goblin is looking the room over, sees the two bodies at the back of the room, the blood, pooling on the floor around. Looks like I got my job cut out for me, but hey, thanks for calling. You called the right goblin. And Father Faust says, well, please, take your time, make sure that you clean everything properly. Oh, don't worry, you called the right guy. And you all are like walking, making your way to the door. Father Faust, just leave your robes at the door. This individual will take care of him. And as you take your robe off, Sticky, Mr. Finger Nipples notices you and he gives you the finger guns. He's like, oh, toots.
I look him up and down, like my eyes fixating on his fingers, and I just say, nice. We should spend some time together later.
He looks up at Father Faust. You're gonna have to tell me where this one stays. Pokes him in the leg. He's like, don't do that.
And I just give him the robe and go out with the others.
Nice. So, you derobe, start walking out. Father Faust begins to close the door, and as he does so, we get the scene of him closing the door and finger nipples looking out the door, right? And as he closes the door, he's like, "Hey, if you ever need me again, just don't forget to call. You know the slogan. When the blood drips, you call the nips." And then the door closes. So instead of focusing on Father Faust and you all, after the door closes, the scene changes back to the ritual chamber, and we have a slow-mo scene of finger nipples taking off his pants, folding them nicely, putting them to the side, grabbing his materials. So I didn't explain it, but he came in with like, a big backpack. We got with like a bucket, rag, holding a mop, all that. So he slowly declothes as this violin music starts playing. We don't see his junk or anything. It's all tasteful nude shots as he slowly declothes and takes like a rag and slowly dips it into a bucket, slowly wrings it out, and there he's on the floor naked, slowly scrubbing the floor. Tasteful shots. We see his ass cheeks, but no penis, as he does a slow clean through the area. Violin is playing. And then, he gets to a scene changes. He's at the tables where the bodies are at. He kind of peeks over the table. We see his head raise up, and then we see the two dead bodies. The blood has already stopped draining out of the bodies. We see his head pop up over the bodies, and then we see a saw come up into frame as well, and a smile. And then the scene changes, and it shows him tying up some burlap sacks, and you can see the blood at the bottom of the sacks and everything. And then the scene changes once more, and he's looking at a clean room. The bodies are bagged up next to him. The room's clean. And then he turns to an individual and says, "All right, you can stop it now." And there's this little skinny dude. We never saw him in the shot at all. And he takes this violin, stops playing. "Well, that would be all, Mr. Nipples." Yeah, well, I'm done here. And he puts the violin away. And then the scene changes back to where Father Faust was closing the door, and you were all there. "And welcome in, Pixie Meat." "Ah, welcome in."
The fuck was that?
I approve of the representation that Finger Nipples provides in this show. Truly a man of many talents.
Thank you. All right, so
Man
we're
of many fingers. Okay, so we are outside.
Yes. We pick up right where we left off with Faust closing the door, and he turns, and you're in this circular room. The church itself, you remember, it's beneath the tavern, but kind of built out. Don't know much about this place, but maybe you'll learn right now. But you're in a circular chamber with doors four doors leading out from this chamber. There's a broken statue in the center of it. It looks like pieces of a Diabolus statue. And Faust will explain. He had the good bits moved to the ritual chamber, and I really need to get someone in here to fix up this statue here. But this is the entry hall. But real quick, before I continue on, welcome to the old band, you dolly mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And to the north, where we came from, that is the ritual chamber. To your west there, he will walk you to the room to the west. He's like, these here is a place if you wish to eat. You see a table set up. Continuing the description, dark stone wall, dark stone floor. There's columns in appropriate strategic locations. And there's like, he opens the door, there's like a table set up with chairs, and then there's rows of beds with like lockers at the bottom, at the foot of the beds. And then there's like a coffin in the back room, and then another door leading out. And he's like, well, you don't have to stay here, of course, but these are the sleeping chambers if you should need a place to lay low for a bit.
Can I use this place also to lay?
As long as no one else has any problem with it, of course. Get paid.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be doing your, like, sultry activities in here, I'm going to find somewhere else to stay, but, you know, if you're going to be a normal, decent goblin, then, I do not mind.
Like I said, you are not required to stay here. This is just if you want to lay somewhere to lay low. I know, Eena, you stay with the Count, of course, right?
Yes, yes. Obviously, these chambers aren't quite as ornate as I am used to, but I suppose in times of need, they will suffice.
But that brings me an excellent segue, as they say, for laying low. When Eena, you and GiGi, when you brought your friend, Sister Favina, for a visit, you made mention that you did the loud approach, am I right?
We certainly did. We went a bit louder. I don't believe anyone particularly saw us or, you know, would be concerned of our interactions. So what do you say, GiGi?
I can't think of anyone would say. Fuck, I'm dumb today. I can't think of anyone who would saw us.
Well, just in case, you can use these chambers if you need to lay low for a little bit, but also, I suggest you might keep your activities a little more quiet for the meanwhile. If you need, GiGi, I can talk with Hopeland, try to see if I can cover for you for a little while.
Okay.
But yes, these are the chambers. If you need to sleep, there is a table set up. We do not have proper meal here. If you want food, the tavern upstairs, they will give out whatever is left over from the day. You're more than welcome to it at night. And if you're here early, they will cook for you, or you can use the kitchens yourself. But I do not wish for you to use the kitchens of the tavern during off hours. I do not want to draw attention. But other than that, you will be fed if you do stay here. Now, walk with me, sisters. And he continues, he shows off the bedchamber with the beds. There's another door. He'll explain, that's my chamber. That's where I stay when I need to stay here. And he will walk you to the other side of the circular chamber, to the other door. And he says, well, this is where what we really need to talk to now, that you are official members of the Church of the Seven Flames. You are no longer sheep. You need to... You need to train. You need to hone your skills. And he opens the door, and you see two individuals waiting for you, but you also see another large stone chamber. This one has like weapon racks on the side, mostly empty. Has a few armor dummies on the side, also without armor. There are some target boards in the back, a couple of training dummies, and then there's another side room that you can see from here with shelves of books and desks, not as populated as you would probably hope for. I am still trying to resupply. It's hard starting up again, but let me introduce you to a sister and a brother that you may be training with for the next few weeks. Alright, so you see, waiting for you and waiting to greet you, there is a human man and a human woman. The human woman is a dark-skinned woman with long, dark curly hair. She's wearing faded red leather armor and has a bronze dagger at her belt. And then the man you see is a human man wielding an axe, shirtless, leather pants, spiked boots, studded gloves, long dark hair, beard. These are your brother and sister. This is Sister Jezebel and Brother Cain. Ah, welcome, new sisters, Jezebel says. So, should I call you the Sisters of the Seven Flames now? And then Cain just says, ugh. Don't worry about him. He is not much for words. Please introduce yourselves. I am Sister Jezebel, and this is Brother Cain, as Father Faust has already explained. I know about you, but I have not been introduced to you. He points to you, Sticky, and we'll go down the line. She points to you, Sticky, and we'll go down the line.
You just see me, like, my eyes just wandering, like, along the body of Cain, and, like, just looking at his packs, and just, huh? I'm Sticky, hi. Nice to meet you. I like your style.
Cain notices you staring at his package, and he just grabs his crotch real quick and nods.
I look at him, wink, and nod.
He's got a side grin. I'm gonna like you. And what about you, sister? Jezebel turns to you, Bastet.
Well, hello, Jezebel. It is a pleasure to meet you. And you too, Cain.
Ah.
She's like, eyeing up Jezebel.
Wow. Okay, dibs have been called. Okay, she turns to you, GiGi.
We saw them first.
My name is Gioconda Gioacchino, but most people just call me GiGi. Hello, sister and brother.
Welcome. And you? She turns to you, Eena.
Well, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Jezebel and Cain. I am Eena Lockhart, though I suppose you'll be referring to me as Sister Eena. So, how long have you been brothers and sisters of the flame?
Well, Cain is more recent. But me, I've been a sister for 3 years now. Not in this area, though. Father Faust had me brought over to help him with the rebuilding of the church.
Oh, I see, I see. Faust needed a little help here and there. Understandable. And I can see that Cain is fairly recent then, as you say. Though... I don't know. Something about a man with weapons the size of his body always make me wonder if he's compensating for a lack of something up there, as I tap my head. But it is a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure we're going to be the best of friends.
He just grunts, Cain just grunts when you say that and looks elsewhere. Father Faust will address you once more. So, now that we are acquainted, it is time. Like I said, you are allowed to stay here if you need to lay low, but... Also, I think for the next 2 weeks you should be in training. I, myself, am a priest of Diabolus, but I've also dabbled in a few other magics. So if you have any magic training, I will be the one you will be working with. Jezebel pipes up. And yes, if any one of you wishes to learn the more subtle approaches, then I will be the one to teach you. And Cain just slams his axe, the base of his axe into the ground, and he just goes, ugh. If anybody wants to learn to fight, you'll work with me.
Gosh, I take both of you.
Are you talking
In a
about...
fight, right, Sticky? In a fight?
Yes. Maybe.
Because what is the bedroom? Yet another battleground. Alright. So, yes. That was a good scene there, I believe. We good. Alright, so yeah, we can end the scene right there, but I wish to talk. We will have a training montage, and I will want you to talk about how you were training and all that. We will discuss that and go through that, but for me, for Mally, to know some flavor. So what are your plans for the next 2 weeks besides training? Starting with you, Sticky. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you want to tell me you're going to be prostituting the next 2 weeks between training, that's good. I just want it for my brain pictures.
Okay. So, I guess I will learn a little bit from both of them, from Jezebel and Cain, because they both seem to be like good trainers and stuff, and good question. I think I will live my life how I always did. Yeah, I would try to earn some money.
Yeah, that's what I assume. I'm gonna say it's probably...
I want Cain.
Of course you do. We'll worry about that later. But I would assume that maybe, like, I'm saying a fork knife, right? So 2 weeks, maybe 4 of the nights of each week you would be staying at the church to, get up bright and early for your training. But, the other 3 days you're staying at the Golden Brothel, you're making your money. Excellent. Like I said, it doesn't have to be anything special. I just want to know a day in the life. So you, Bastet. Continue.
With most of the clients, it's not really special. It's just work, Sometimes maybe there's one night to remember, but like anything else is kind of meh.
Roll me a d20.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. 8.
Yes, there was a night to remember. Please tell us all about... No. Don't tell us. All right, Bastet. What about
Actually,
you?
there was this goblin with like finger nipples who visited me,
Oh,
and it felt like his fingers were all over the place.
all right. Anyone out there? I need fan art of finger nipples and sticky, please. All right, next up, Bastet. Anything in particular that you did? Like I said, I'm just trying to, fill in the gaps and just have a little brain. Pictures, anything besides the training, and we'll talk about the training after this.
Besides the training, and besides trying to woo Jezebel, I'm gonna continue also on the side of, trying to help Cat Mama out by continuing to give her the cat food for all of the cats that she takes care of.
Cool. GiGi. So you are Father Faustus covering for you right now. Just for your knowledge, this will happen like the day after probably. He'll let you know, Father Faust, that he talked with Hopelin, and since, Sister Favina is a murderer, and you were so close that, you need time to mourn and pray and think about her actions. So Father Faust has you covered right now for your 2 weeks of training, so you don't have to worry about going to the cult and attending mass and all that shit right now. But what are you doing besides training, GiGi?
I think she's like really bad speaking today. I'm so sorry, but I think she's getting back in the habit of like doing her studying her the pagan magic. Like before joining the cult, she was a scholar. She's just kind of getting back in the habit of doing her learning and stuff.
So you're like you're the good student, so you're doing the training, but you're going above and beyond and doing more training.
Yeah, she's like, for her, it's just this weird moment in time. She's like finally getting back into kind of her old self, because he's not in cover in this church.
Right.
Anyway, it's just letting loose. Just it's 2 weeks. It's all its training is probably heavy lifting, hurting her body. It's kind of like a vacation for her to not deal with the church and people in the church.
Nice. I love it. What about you, Eena? Anything you are doing besides training? And I know your training is going to be split between the church and the mansion, so we'll get to that. But anything else?
So, when I lay low for the first night over in the stead that has been provided by Faust, but something isn't quite right. As I am sleeping there in the dead of the night, I start to feel sort of a fever coming over me, and disregarding what Faust has said about laying low, I leave and head back for the mansion, and for one of the weeks, I actually spend there. I don't communicate with anyone from the cult, and I spend a little bit of time at home. But when I come back, I'm filled with a different vigor that Faust can sort of recognize as I ask him to improve my priestly ways, because I am not the most agile of creatures, and I'm certainly not the strongest of creatures, but what I can definitely do is a little bit of manipulation here and there and the likes, so I think to hone in on those sorts of skills. So I spend a little bit of time with Faust, as he can sort of sell something's a little bit different about me. Not too much, but something has definitely happened in that time that I was away.
Nice, nice. Hell yeah. Alright, so we do the scene change, right? And we go into a montage. And I hope that you do not mind me, the budget for season 2, they thought they could save some money by reusing some of the music from season 1.
I can't believe that they would do this.
But you know I love the song. Nah. Alright, real quick, where we at? What? RPG Uick. Welcome to the warband. Much appreciated. Thanks for the follow. Alright, make sure everything's playing. Sirenscape. Got some sword sounds. Perfect. Excellent. It's called Throwback. Thanks, Z. Alright, so the scene changes, right? We get the training montage. It starts off with a black scene, a black screen. We hear the sounds of metal on metal as weapons clash. And then, Sticky, would you please give me an attack roll, and you can use trickery on this.
Hell yeah. With my dagger or with what?
With your dagger.
With my dagger. Okay, I'm going to give you an attack roll. Oh wow. There you go.
So
21.
nice. We hear the sounds of metal on metal, right? And then we open up, the blackness fades, and we open up to inside the training room. We just see the back wall or the side wall with the empty weapon racks and the empty armor dummies. We hear the sounds of the metal once more, and then coming skidding into frame is Jezebel with her dagger in the back position, and there is a dagger sticking out of her thigh, and she grabs at it and pulls it out and tosses it. And then we see who she tosses it to. It lands at your feet, Sticky, and she says, you're getting very good at this.
Well, I have a good teacher, and I grab the dagger, and like in the same motion, I kind of do a roll. Like I roll forward and try to do my next attack already.
Oh yeah, go for it. Roll an attack with trickery. Nice.
Good roll.
Oh yeah, still a good roll. Still a hit. Roll damage on this one. Let's see what the damage is.
I mean, I'm not trying to kill her or anything.
Yeah. No.
Just a little trying to humble her, showing how good I am. Very confident, very cocky. Have like a smile on my face and stuff.
Yeah, and she had wrenched your dagger free, right, with her leg, so it was stuck in her leg. And as she tosses it back, and she's like, "You're getting good at this," and she says, "But you should never lose your dagger." And as you grab it and lunge at her, her eyes go wide for a second, and she goes for a block, but you're able to knock her dagger out of the way and give her a slight cut across her hand. And she's like, and she drops her dagger, and she's like, "Damn it, Sticky, you are a quick learner."
Like I said, learning from the best, I guess. And I pick up the dagger and give it to her.
Nice. Bastet, what does and Sticky, please continue describing your training, and the rest of you think about your training and how it's going to look, and paint the pictures, the montage picture for everyone. So we had that. That's how the scene started. Anything else in your training you wish to describe, Sticky?
I think the montage is like we, at the beginning, I was more like focusing on Kane sometimes and getting distracted, and like the more and more we train, we saw that scene, and there's also like the obligatory push-ups and sit-ups, like getting the body into shape and stuff, and then we have a small scene of like in the bedroom where I do some other training, and then we cut back to some fights where I'm just extremely agile the whole time. I'm just running around the training area and throwing daggers and jumping off of walls, and that is the general montage that you would see.
Nice. Yes, and Bastet, and before we continue, I'll explain. So, Father Faust says if you're doing magic, you train with him, right? He will have explained, I am a priest of Diabolus. I learned most of my magic through that, but our Lord works in mysterious ways. I have also picked up the ability to steal spells, so my repertoire has been expanded greatly. I may not be a master of all traditions, but I have dabbled in quite a few through my abilities of stealing these spells. So, though my main priestly traditions are enchantment, fire, and shadow, I am versed in other magics that you wish to learn. So that's what he would have said to you. That scene was probably cut or some shit, what is it? Deleted scene. All right, Bastet, how does your training montage look?
So she's holding her implement, which is a rat skull. And I would say that she is practicing by first steps, trying to get into his mind and reading and his mind, and them being able to communicate without verbally speaking.
All right. So you're learning some telepathy magic, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. So, Rat Skull Implement, we have you training with him, trying to read his thoughts kind of scene, or, one of those like card scenes. He's sitting at a table, he has a card with a, certain symbol on it. Yes. It's nice. That's one of your traditions you're learning. How are you training the other tradition?
The other tradition, I would need someone to practice on. That one is more attacking without actual, like, the magic itself.
Right. You may not have been able... Look over your spells. You may not have been able to use them, but you've been training on the theory of how they work, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, nice. GiGi, you'll be training probably with Kane and Faust.
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought too.
Yes, let's describe your training, please. We can start with you learning your... do you wish to do attack roll on Kane? See how your training's doing.
Okay.
You're a lost cause. Again. He says as you lunge at him, and he just slaps your dagger away. Again. This time, he doesn't even bother to dodge. You just rush at him with your knife and stab into him, and there's just a dagger sticking out of his out of one of his ab muscles, and he looks down at it. Better. All right, go train with Faust. I need a beer. And he leaves.
As he leaves, I flip him off a little bit. Like, fuck you. You know, it's like the first I've heard. I think it is her pride.
As he closes the door, he's like, "Fuck you too."
But no, okay.
No,
Yeah.
fuck me.
That's a whole nother scene. So how does it look with you training with Faust?
Okay. So, I think, like, GG, like, knows the theory of, wait, sorry, Rivera? Necromancy. Knows the theory of necromancy due to her past. But actually, like, both Faust and what she's connecting the dots and how to actually practically use it. So yeah, so it's basically just her from calling the dead.
Oh yeah. You don't have to describe it now because when you cast your spells, I want some cool descriptions. But Faust will apologize to you. I'm sorry, GiGi, sister GiGi. I know you wanted to train in necromancy, but I could not leave the corpses of your sacrifices around. Mr. Nipples had to dispose of the bodies, but worry not. I will have a fresh corpse brought for your training.
Yeah, good.
And how about Eena? How's your training montage?
So this is about a week into our training. You see, in sort of the main church, like the sacrificial chamber that we were in before. Faust is standing there just in front of me, and because I am using curse, so although I won't hurt him, you know, Faust makes a pretty good training dummy for a little bit as I slowly begin to cast things on him, him trying to resist me every so often as I let out a little laugh, you know, and Faust can realize that something's a little different about me. I'm clearly a little bit more not sane in the head as before as I sit there and chuckle to myself, trying to pick at his mind almost, but the shot zooms in slowly towards my left eye, which glows a little bit red, as it takes you back almost a week, just after the sacrifices initially happened, as loud heartbeats can be heard through the sound, as I get up and stumble out of bed in the hospice that we are staying in at the church. Quickly the scene changes to where it's the streets and the rain as I'm walking through, head held low as there's still like more heartbeats flashing red around the screen. Scene changes to walking up the steps of the manor, and Orpheus running to the door, picking me up and closing the door, as there's little dark shots happening here and there. Snarls and sounds going on in the background as you can hear blood dripping and flowing, and Orpheus just exclaiming, "Finally, it's time," as the camera zooms back out of my eye again to me trying to cast again on Faust.
Nice. I love it. And we never see Orpheus in those shots. We just see a shadowed figure.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Nice. Love it. And thanks for stopping by, Knife Ears. Appreciate it. Alright, so we have the training montage, right? And you are all now level 1. Faust will explain, yep, I'm still trying to restock and resupply. I know that Sticky, Bastet, Sister Sticky, Sister Bastet, Sister Eena, you all can, not that you wish, but you all can wear soft leather armor. I will have some made for you. I know you were worried about your last mission and having no monetary gain, so the best I can do, I will get you armor made, and for you, GiGi, I have a custom bone sword commissioned for you, but it is still in the works, so if you wish, GiGi, you can add a long knife to your character sheet. This will have to do for now, GiGi. Welcome in, Shrimpy. So if you wish, you can have a long knife now.
Sweet.
So, the training montage ends. You all make your way up to the Burning Cock Tavern after a long day of training, a long morning of training. It's probably midday. You're going to have some lunch up there, right? So, training montage. You leave up towards the tavern. The scene changes to a outside shot of the tavern. It is midday. We hear the sounds of people walking back and forth, the sun beaming down. We're looking upon the tavern, and then the shot changes to something else. We see a mustache kind of twitch. A little bead of sweat drips to the side of the mustache. And then the shot zooms back out and we see a halfling man, mustache. Standing next to him is a thin, lanky human with a stack of parchments. You know these individuals, your characters do, though they have not entered yet, but they are the sheriff and deputy of Old Town. After the scene pulls back, right, and we see them with the stack of papers, they enter the Burning Cock, and it's lunchtime. It's quite busy right now. And there are people eating their lunchtime food. And as the door opens and the sheriff and deputy walk in, the music kind of stops and everyone looks towards them. And he does the little mustache ruffle back and forth as he steps into the door, looks towards Gerhardt, who is behind the bar, looks towards your group, which you are all sitting in your corner table eating lunch with Father Faust. And the skinny dude with the parchment papers kind of walks up, and so does the halfling man. Well, I say, has anyone seen or heard? We have a wanted Sister Favina. She's wanted for murder. Pass out the flyers. And deputy and the skinny man starts, he leaves a flyer at the bar with Gerhardt, and then he starts making his way around the tables. And he drops a flyer on your table. and you see a sketch of Sister Favina says wanted for murder. And then the halfling man kind of spins around the room and addresses everyone. I say she was seen leaving the scene with a dark-dressed woman. Does anyone know anything about that? You hear some murmur from the crowd.
I just shove the sausage, my breakfast sausage. I just shove it like deeper into my mouth and just look at those two and just say nothing. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I recognize, of course, the Sister Favina on the wanted poster, but like, you know, it's not my business.
He steps over to your table as you're shoving your sausage in your mouth, and he looks at you, GiGi. I say you look like a dark-dressed woman. Do you know this sister?
Do I look like I go to church?
Good point.
Now, that is not what I asked you if you went to church.
No, I have not seen this woman.
You, give me a perception check, GiGi. Challenge roll, I guess, yeah. Challenge roll. You hear, let's see, my Sirenscape stopped. Let me play that again. You see, he kind of like tugs at the skinny deputy to lean down, right? And you overhear him whisper. You hear the word, GiGi, person of interest. And then he looks at the table once more and then kind of scoots around, looking at everyone. I say there was a rumor that a woman in Cult of the New God attire was seen in this place 2 weeks back. Anyone know anything about this? Nobody speaks up. Everyone's just keeping to themselves. Everyone's looking at each other. You hear murmuring through the crowd. Well, seems like we won't get any help here. And then you see him point towards you, GiGi, again, and talk to the deputy. Well, we have more flyers to hand out, but we'll be around. And the scene is yours as they exit the tavern.
And there goes Dumb and Dumber.
I finally move my like hand from my mouth slightly as I let out like a grandiose, almost like chuckle. You could like you heard a little bit of like bumping underneath the table, but I start to like swing my legs against the wood as I just start to laugh a little bit. It's like, oh god, if only they knew how close they were.
Nice.
Shit.
So I guess this was all the doing of you, then.
Oh, don't look in my direction. Look at the woman dressed in dark clothing next to me.
I just take a smoke. I'm like, just thinking to myself, like, oh, shit.
I mean, you're all dressed in black. I'm kind of the odd one out here.
Maybe you should update your fashion choices a little bit then, Sticky. Maybe then we can all blend in together.
Nah. I like my style. Also, isn't that what we all been taught? You know, don't give a shit about society, about norm and stuff. You know, follow your own way, that kind of thing.
Of course, somebody in your position would think such grandiose plans such as that. But go off. I still. That day 2 weeks ago, it still runs through my mind even now. The dripping of that blood. Everything. And anyway. Now they're gone. But.
I need to get something more, something more substantial. These sausages, they are way too, they are way too soft. And I go to the bar. Hey,
Ja.
can you get me something I can chew on, please?
What exactly are you looking for, Sticky?
Something hard that I can shove into my mouth.
So Kane is up here having a drink too, you know, after training. He loves to have a beer. He looks towards your direction. He's sitting at the bar as you go up to Gerhardt. And Gerhardt looks towards Kane. And he's like, oh,
I need something to bite on. My teeth are hurting.
And then he kind of sips his ale for a moment. Kane, he's like, never mind. But yes.
I think this is going to be a running gag every time I go to the barkeeper.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's the second time now. So do you have, like, I don't know, a steak or something?
Gerhardt, the bearded tavern owner, would be like, just for you, Sticky. He come this way. He walks you back past the kitchen into the pantry, and then he opens up this section with some hanging meat and hanging sausages, and it says Sticky's sausages, just for you, Sticky.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I get like the hardest sausage that I can, and come back and just start munching on it, like, you know, like a dog munches on a bone.
Nice. Growling when someone tries to.
Finally, something that Sticky can finally keep that mouth silent with.
I can be silent if someone gags me. God, my teeth hurt so much.
Yeah, and we notice as you are eating this sausage, it's something strange. Like, everyone's noticed. Ever since that night, Sticky's, like, teeth have been extra sharp. It looks like another row of teeth started growing in. But hey, she's a goblin. It's probably just a goblin thing, right, Eena?
Probably just a goblin thing.
All right.
I mean, don't humans also get like second teeth and stuff?
Right, totally normal.
Totally no.
Cool. So after the sheriff introduction and the little role play at the tavern, the scene will change. Behind the scenes, I'm assuming you all head to your respective locations. Sticky to the brothel, Bastet to the crazy cat ladies, GiGi back to the church for more studying. Eena, I'm sure donned up in her large hat, mask, making her way back to the mansion to get a good day's sleep. And the scene changes to Eena. Eena, hello.
Mm-hmm.
The scene changes to you, awakening in the mansion of Count Orpheus. Please describe your room in this mansion and your sleeping quarters.
So, the room is actually a little bit different than what it used to be because, very, very recently I have actually changed sleeping quarters down to more of the, basement, as one could say, as I awaken in almost like a crypt setting, but not particularly. Stone walls, dirt floors, the creak of my bed as I open it, a singular fire light on the wall as I clamber out.
Do you happen to have a chair in your room?
There's a chair to the side, as well as what seems to be like, not surgical equipment, but like it feels more sanitary is the wrong word for this. Think of like a doctor's office that's a little bit more ornate and gothic in design.
Nice, nice. As you awaken from your coffin, sitting in the chair in your room is your sire, a man by the name of Count Orpheus Lockhart.
Ah,
And I shall share the image. Count Orpheus is a gaunt man, pale skin, noble, fine, sharp facial features, shoulder length, dark hair, white streak down the middle, wearing a fine, noble jacket, leather pants, and boots, sitting there with a goblet in his hand as you arisen.
oh, father, how long have you been here for?
Oh, you're finally awake.
Getting used to sleeping in these things isn't the most easy, but it certainly is a lot more comfortable than it looks.
Tell me, how has your training with Faust been going?
He is certainly a very good teacher, I suppose. Obviously, he doesn't particularly know the paths at which I am going, but he certainly makes for a compelling test, I suppose.
Well, speaking of test, I may have one for you.
Oh, a test, father? Oh, you shouldn't have. What have you got in store?
You've been training with me for the past a week ago. You've been training with me as well. And I have been trying to get you a little more knowledgeable on the going-ons of nobility. You weren't here last year when I threw the Nox Sanguine party for the nobles, were you?
No, father, I was not.
Well, this year it is another count's duty to throw the party for the nobility. Normally, when it is the three, as you call them, the vampires of Vanderbrunn, usually it is our duty to attend these or send our brood as a representative. I've not had a brood before. You?
Oh, I see, father. So, wait. You couldn't possibly be insisting that I go?
This will be difficult. Not many of my stature will be welcoming of one such as yourself. But that is all the better. I need you, Eena, to be my eyes and ears at this party. Represent, honor the Lockhart name. But I need to know who I can trust. I fear the individual who is throwing the party this year, Count Cornelius Cravensworth, has ill intent for you and I and our family.
I'd read about him a little bit in some of your previous works. I see. But if this is what must be done, Father, then I shall honor the family name and keep us all safe.
It will be dangerous. They play a dangerous game, the nobility. They will be cruel. But do not let them incite you. Keep your composure. I asked that you could bring your new sisters. It is always wise to have allies, even in situations such as these.
Ah, the sisters, I see. Though I have to admit they were admirable companions, I don't know if they are the most, how do we put it, noble of people. Most of them, they are very, very common indeed, quite dull, if I do say.
Well, it will be you that will be representing Lockhart. They will be your escorts. They do not have to be noble, though you will need to be dressed for this occasion. I have a tailor that will get your measurements, though I believe there are two of your sisters may fit into some garments that I still have from my late wife, with some tailoring, of course, but you will need to look the part. They will need to look the part, to dress the part. But they will only be your escorts. You are the noble one. You will represent Lockhart name.
Do not worry, Father. I will make sure it is done for the name of Lockhart.
Wear your mask, play their games, and stay on guard.
Yes, Father.
And then the scene will change, but before that, hey, welcome in Ian Quest, welcome in Frumby the Goblin, and DeMark Davis. Thank you to everyone for stopping by, thanks for watching, but we're gonna change scenes now after that interaction with Count Orpheus Lockhart. We return, this is later that night. You've done your daily routine. You slept the rest of the daylight away. And then we switch scenes back to, we'll say, the sleeping area / dinner table area of the church. As you, if you wish, the scene will be yours to explain the happenings, Eena. Please start us out, Eena.
I didn't realize I was muted. Apologies.
It's all good.
as I enter the scene, taking off my wide-brimmed hat, even though the evening light is going down, it's still a little bit dangerous. So, but I enter in and I walk up to my fellow sisters, who are all a little bit ingrained in training. But sisters, I have a little bit of a invitation for you all, actually. Now, I know that you all are probably not the most used to nobility or the acts of nobles, but there is sort of a party, a ball going on that I have been asked by my father to represent our family in. And I do need some escorts. And I think you three would do mighty fine. Just dress you up a little bit, and I'm sure that will work.
Oh, wait. We are going to... what is it you want to do? I mean, I have my fair share of experiences with nobles, if you know what I mean. You would be surprised how many nobles I already had.
Oh, I bet you have some experience with those, but that isn't the kind of experience that we are looking for. Unfortunately, Sticky, for this, the clothes must remain on.
Aww.
But I'm putting my trust in my dear friends and companions. You know, this is a very, very big deal for the family of Lockhart. And especially that this will be very outstanding, and there are some plots in the works, so who knows? Maybe you might even get to be able to put that training to good use.
Alright.
We have a Sticky. Anybody else? Questions? Complaints? No? I see. A nod from either of you? A simple yes or a no? Bastet, how are you with parties and balls?
Yes, I actually love the sound of dressing up and mingling with nobles. That sounds quite fun.
Of course you do. However, these aren't our normal sorts. Well, gather around. Let me tell you in on a little secret. Well, I suppose that some of you might have heard of the vampires of Vanderbrunn.
Have we?
It's usually a child's tale, you know, growing up around here. They'll tell stories and stuff, but most people think that this is myth, legend. These don't actually exist, but they couldn't be more wrong. And, of course, as we know, vampires are very dangerous and harmful creatures sometimes. But this will be their ball, and I will be presenting as the brood of Lockhart. And there's going to be a certain figure there who might seek to do us harm. And I need the most capable of companions with all of your skills.
Sounds fun. Kinda, I guess.
I'm sure my father will compensate you nicely for the act in some way, but I'm sure Father Faust would agree that this could be a very important step.
And Father Faust happens to be here in the conversation as well, and he will pipe in. This sounds like a perfect opportunity, my sisters. Please, while you are there, keep your eyes out for anyone who needs their flames stoked.
Oh, trust me. In places like this, I have always heard tales of debauched acts, avarice and greed, lust and pride. So, I'm sure there will be plenty there that we
it
can
true that-
influence.
Is it true that vampires kind of do the best orgies?
Well, I'm not too sure. I've never my like voice weakens a little bit clearly at my like inexperience of like any knowledge. I'm sure, Sticky, that they throw the best of orgies. You'll be unable to walk for weeks. I'm sure.
Oh, don't overpromise me this.
So much flesh and sweat writhing, it's orgasmic.
Yes, and blood. So
I'm
much
getting my
blood.
hopes up here. Well, minus the blood. But okay, when do we go? Where do we come from? Where do we go?
Where do we go next?
Where do we go now?
Well, with Eena finishing that sentence, we do a scene change, right? And now we change scenes back to Eena's room. What, is there an echo? Echo. Who's got an echo? Please tell me.
I think that was just a descriptor from Radel.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so the scene changes. We're back in Eena's room, but the four of you are there now. And an individual... Nah, joke. Sorry, Radel. Didn't. So, you are all in Eena's room. There are some dresses laid out and some fabric and sewing equipment, though we don't get to see the dresses just yet. An individual is there. The man, or the individual that Orpheus said would help get your measurements. It is a goblin, shorter than a goblin sized clockwork with the body of a spider, but only four sharp pointed spider legs, but the thorax and abdomen. But instead of like a head on top of the thorax of this clockwork, or the abdomen, I should say, of this clockwork, there's like it looks like a porcelain doll's body sitting on top, but it's made out of brass and bronze and copper. Clockwork individual taking, like, he has an assistant, a young man, about 5.5 foot tall, wearing tailor's clothes, like dragging this large, looks like a post, like just a wooden post, like a cat scratcher, but big. And he has each of you, we have a scene of each of you like standing next to this post, and he like climbs around it like a spider, and then pulls out this measuring tape from his thorax like a spider would from silk from their ass, and starts taking your measurements and wrapping it around with his little tiny baby hands, and climbing up the post and getting measurements for everything, and going to like diagrams and checking clothes and doing that. We have a little montage, right? And then after that montage, we have a dress-up montage, which we only see close-ups. We don't get to see the full outfits and everything, right? We get a close-up of Sticky putting on lipstick. We get a close-up of Bastet putting on eyeliner. We get a close-up of GiGi pulling up Yes, I love my fucking montages. Pulling up fucking stockings over her legs. And then we have Eena not looking in the mirror because she can't see her reflection, using Sticky to help her put on her makeup. But we have that montage, right? We have the montage. Everyone's ready. We see a back scene of everyone leaving the mansion. They are all dressed up nice, getting ready to attend. And my apologies, not that it makes much of a difference. It is a masquerade. So not just the normal ball. So you are having mask fitted and made as well. Feathered, looks like hook nose, some of them, you know, thin or whatever. You have your masquerade mask. Why do I say that? Because I forgot. And next up, as you leave the mansion and ready, the scene goes black and the title drops. All right, and we're back.
Woo!
Woo!
Do we get like a carriage to there, like
Oh,
fancy and shit?
hell yeah, you will, but we're gonna go ahead and take our little 10-minute break here before we continue on because we got a lot to cover. And welcome to the war band from me, the Goblin. Thank you for joining.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Oh my god, but I want to play more. I don't want a break. Fuck off.
Sorry. I need a break real quick, and then we will hit up the Masquerade and all that cool stuff.
Oh god.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines?
Vampire the Mask. Oh my god.
Oh,
I almost named it Vampire the Masquerade,
Oh my god.
but I dropped the vampire.
Oh.
All right.
Don't drop me. Spoiler.
No, spoilers. What? Who said that? Okay, so we will take a quick 10-minute or so break. We will return for the Masquerade. And we're back. I hope everyone had a most excellent break. I know I did. Sorry it ran a little bit long, just doing some behind-the-scenes discussions. Hydrating. Okay, so we ended with a montage of our party dressing up for the masquerade and exiting Orpheus's manor to a stagecoach, which will lead them there. We don't see them enter the coach, but this would be a perfect time to I wasn't ready for music for this because I didn't think about this, but hey, this is perfect. We'll have a stagecoach exit, and we get to describe everybody and see what they look like. So, spoilers. Ruby knew y'all were getting dressed up, so she made outfits, but she didn't know the story. She didn't know what's going on. So I do have images to show you of your outfits. You can describe them, or I can describe them, but we will start with Sticky as you exit the carriage in front of Count Cornelius Cravensworth's manor. What does it look like as you exit the stagecoach? And I will share thine image.
As I exit the carriage, I just feel extremely fancy and like try to not spin around and stuff, not being all giggly and things like that. I also have a very feathery mask on, that is red and golden, just like the dress. I'm just brushing over the fur of the dress, and just keep myself presentable, and try to be my most stuck up I can be. I just try to imitate Eena.
Nice, nice. Love it, love it. Looks beautiful, beautiful. Bastet. This will be your first time seeing your image, so let's share this, and you please describe yourself exiting the carriage.
So I'm assuming that there's someone who is helping us out of the carriage, right?
Of course, the coach driver, he will, after pulling up to the manor, he will drop down and open the door and give each of you a hand as you exit the carriage.
Yes, I put out my hand, and the other hand is going to pull up at the bottom of the dress because I don't want it to get dirty. And I step out, I look at the driver, and I say, "Thank you very much." And I slowly walk towards the manor and start fanning myself. Just get that feeling of I'm a noble too, even though I'm not.
Nice, nice. And then next, exiting the carriage, GiGi. Are you muted?
Oh shit, sorry, my bad. I guess I hop down the carriage. Oh shit. With my new drip, I guess, on. And I guess I'm just like thinking to myself, looking at this big. It's a big manor, right?
Yes, yes.
Just looking at it, like, kind of sadly going to myself, but like, feeling just like, and just walks towards it behind Basket, I guess.
Nice, nice. In your long, black, flowing dress. And then Eena, the last to exit the carriage.
So, being the last to exit the carriage, head held high, one hand slightly up as the other holds the bottom of my dress. The coach driver taking my hand as I step down, a little sheepish, but trying to keep my composure as we go. Thank you, carriage driver. Hopefully we will have need of you again towards the end of the night. As I begin my walk towards the manor, same with the rest of our party.
It is a large, 3-story manor. The courtyard is well decorated, the garden out front well trimmed, different flowers, different bushes. And welcome in, Gazbang. There is a staircase leading up to the manor. There is an individual standing at like a podium as more nobles dressed the same ways with their dark colored dresses and masks and fine suits make their way up. They are greeted at the podium with this gentleman, 5.5-foot tall human, slick black hair in a nice coat. As you make your way up the steps, he looks down and sees 2 goblins, and then he looks towards you, GiGi. Name?
I just stare at him like, and I look. Wait, you did say my name, right?
He just says, he says name with a question mark looking at you.
I stare at him back, and I stare at Eena.
This is one of my escort. This is GiGi. I believe that we should all be accounted for.
Your escort. Wait.
Yes.
And you are?
My name is Eena Lockhart.
His eyes go wide for a second and he collects his composure quickly. I expected the count. Apologies. Please, you may enter. And he tells a man next to you something as you make your way into the manor. We get a shot from the front door as you enter into the manor. We see the gentleman on the front porch with the podium, another gentleman walk in before you, opening the door. As you enter, the gentleman says, Lady Eena Lockhart and escorts. And for a moment, the scene changes back to you, Eena. Join me in Flavortown, all of you, as the camera peers through your vision to see what you see. It is a grand floor open up to you. Think, for anyone who's played Resident Evil 1, think Resident Evil 1 floor, except for the entryway, except for larger, with a double staircase at the back of the room. We have nobles standing in different groups, chatting amongst themselves on the floor, wearing their nice dresses, dark reds, dark purples, blacks, and grays. To your left, you see an open archway, and you see a long table set forth. There are nobles sitting there, servers coming up to them, asking them what they want, and serving them food. It's not like a full dinner. It just looks like a sit down and an order kind of situation there, with servers going to a room off to the side of that room. To your right, you see a sitting area, a large archway that opens to a sitting area. There are two noble ladies, one in a purple dress, one in a black dress, playing a game of chess at the back wall, and then a few other nobles sitting in the other chairs and couches in the sitting area. There's a larger sitting area further in to the right as well, and you hear music coming from that area. You hear the sounds of a bard telling a story, singing a song. But we see from your view, Eena, from your eyes, when you are introduced into the scene, we start to look up the stairs. We see nobles in groups on the stairway leading up to the second floor. The second floor wraps around this first floor with a banister balcony looking down upon the first floor. We have groups of nobles up there chatting it up, with more doors leading to unknown locations up on that second floor. But on the second floor, when you are announced, you see one larger group of nobles with a short individual. By description, though you have not met him, you do recognize a Count Cornelius Cravensworth, which I shall share and describe. Yes. He is masked up. Everyone is either wearing their mask around their heads or they have those small, thin poles that they put their mask to their face and can take them off easy. But when your name is announced, you see quite a few of the nobles stop their chatter and look your direction. Him, in particularly, gives the side eye and the raised eyebrow as he looks down towards you. And then you see him look down towards you, then look up to one of his companions that he's speaking to, and lets out a mirthful chuckle. So, oh, and another thing I forgot to ask you guys. Did you try to sneak anything in while you were here? Nah.
I would like to have sneaked a knife into here.
No. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Think about that. If you had, you were allowed to, of course, strap your weapons. They're not checking for weapons here. Most nobles might have a rapier strapped to their side. You know, people will fucking duel at the drop of a hat. But yeah, so you are dolled up. Whoa, how did I get you so far? You are dolled up, ready for the party. The scene is laid out before you. There are groups of nobles. That group, of course, the larger group with the count, but you know there is another, either vampire or vampire representative here, another count or countess, I should say. The countess is also in a large group right now, but on the first floor, near the back, closer to the exit. One moment, I have to cough.
Go ahead, feel free to do so.
Yes, I just muted to do so. Okay, so, in a larger group, and you can see the Countess, which you know by description. We do not have a model, but it's okay. You see, to the back wall, you see this Countess, Countess Nadja. Bathory is a thick woman, 2 C's. Her corset is doing work as her voluptuous bosom is about to burst out, which is catching everyone's eye, either that or the large garnet necklace that is around her neck. But she is a beautiful and thick woman with long, curly black hair. She is in a crowd as well. She gives notice as well when your name is announced, and of course a few others. But the scene is yours. There are nobles about and servers with trays passing out drinks and hors d'oeuvres, and one approaches you as you make your way into this room. Ladies, anything to drink?
May I please have the, special, if you may? I say, giving them a little bit of a side eye. I believe the server will know what I mean by this.
Lady Lockhart, yes. How would you like that aged?
A good couple of years, but besides that, anything goes.
And the others, would you like? He has a tray full of champagne, red wine, and whites. Would you like a champagne, a red, or a white?
Oh, I take the red wine, please.
Yes, I would love the champagne. Thank you.
Red wine.
Oh, well, perfect. I had one of each, huh? And so he serves you your drinks, and he starts to make his way towards the dining area, back to the kitchen. The camera follows him, and we follow him past the long table, a few nobles set here and there, a few eating and chattering away. He makes his way to the door, that is on the side of this table. There's a kitchen. Kitchen workers working furiously as the camera kind of, does that side pan where it's like panning through the wall. As he enters the door, it pans through the wall and we see the kitchens. And he's back there with his empty tray. He makes his way through the kitchen, fall towards the camera, and then the camera turns behind him and we see him enter a pantry. There's food store stocked around the pantry, but there's also 2 tables laid out and a crib. And we see him walk up to one of the tables. We see what looks like someone bound, gagged, and strapped on the table. But then he walks up to that table, and we just get a shot from below up at this server. We don't get to, when we hear moans coming from it. And then he pulls up a little tube that looks like a red liquid has been settled in, and he puts a syringe to it and pulls some out and squirts it into a glass. And then the scene returns back to the 4 of you as he returns with this glass of red liquid. My lady.
Oh, I thank you. This will definitely suffice.
So, the scene is yours. What do you all wish to do in this? Please tell me your plans, tell me your ideas, and we'll go from player to player. Or if you want to stay in a group, that is fine. Just let me know. How do you want to attack this ball?
So,
maybe-
I...
Lockhart. I'm just talking to Lockhart. So, Milady Lockhart, what's your plan here?
Well, it still feels weird to be called that, but I am a representative of my family currently, so I guess I had better make the most appearance. I do apologize for a lot of the the looks that we are getting, but certainly for my position, it is very unusual to see a goblin in this state. So we're going to get a few strange looks here and there, probably some strange questions, but do answer them as best you can. And please, all 3 of you, as much as possible, do not make a scene of any sort. Just remember to keep your masks on, as well as the masks inside. Keep yourselves hidden, and play the part of being a noble well. Now, I'm going to go and introduce myself to the other counts. Feel free to enjoy the party as much as possible.
What do nobles... I look around. What do they do here?
Well, we've got dancing, they've got food, they've, chit-chat and conversation, that sort of thing. Though, I understand that for some of you, you might not understand the importance of these activities, but please make sure that you do make good on yourselves, you present yourselves well, and that you dance with all the grace of the swans you see on the lake.
Sure.
Alright, so Eena wants to mingle with some Count and Countess. What does everyone else wish to do? Anything cool? Yeah.
I guess I also start trying to mingle, just a little bit lost in here. I mean, I'm enjoying the whole getup. Oh, people can barely hear me, by the way. For some reason, I don't know.
Well, let's try to turn you up once more. I keep turning you up. Ah.
I don't know what's happening. Why that is so. Why I'm having. It's only here that I'm having problems with the sound. I'm so sorry. Because like everything on my end is turned up.
All right, Zeka, let me know. I've got Ruby up to 200.
Is this better? Test. Loady. Can you give a quick just for me understanding, what exactly is our quest here again? What are we supposed to do?
That is a most excellent question, Ruby. I'm so glad you asked. Well, Eena would have explained to you that being who she is and her position, she might get away with you all and her learning what you can, just rumor monger, listening to gossip, learning rumors, learning of any plans, plots, or anything, snooping around, eavesdropping, all that kind of stuff.
Okay. So this is a spying mission. Okay. Yeah, I'll go linger. I'll go through like the crowds and stuff, and I look for like people that seem interesting to me. Any more like I don't know. Is there anyone who's looking extremely attractive or something?
All right, so you're going through the crowd. I'm going to get to everybody. I'm just getting a general thing, and then we'll go through people. Bastet, do you have anything in particular that you wish to do at the Masquerade?
Yes, actually, as soon as Bastet caught eye of Countess Nadia, she was drawn to her immediately, and she was like, I gotta go say hi to her.
Cool. All right, so you want... Eena, do you know if you're going to approach the Countess or the Count first?
I will approach the Countess first, along with Bastet.
Okay, perfect. And GiGi, sorry, last but not least, what do you wish to do?
I guess he's just gonna like mingle around, just like drop into like just over listening people. I guess the conversations as he just there in the background. Is that right?
Yeah. Sorry. No, that sounds perfect. Like we can group you in two. This time we split up into a party of Sticky and GiGi and Bastet and Eena. Hey, look at that. Getting to group up in a different party this time. Excellent. So we'll start with Sticky and GiGi as you are mingling, making your way through the crowd, keeping your ear out. Like I said, Sticky, you hear music, and it's a familiar voice coming from the side room. Now that you've had time to take in everything, talk to everybody, you notice that voice. You've heard it before. It's tried to serenade you a few times, but one of your generous patrons is performing in the other room right now as you mingle through the crowd. You do hear the snide remarks of some of the nobles looking down at you. Can't believe they let a goblin in here. What are our standards? Oh, speaking of goblins, did you hear that Lord Valentine was caught in the bedchamber of a goblin at a brothel? Oh, dear gods, please tell me more. Yes, I've heard a lot of men have lost their way to this goblin. Oh, dear gods, why are we losing our men to a goblin? That's what you hear, Sticky, as you're making your way through
I would like to... is there something like an insight check of like someone being like saying they are, oh, this is so disgusting, but like secretly they're like, oh, I have to visit this. Like, does someone sound interested?
Give me a perception challenge roll.
Can I have a boon for my
Trickery, of course. You can always have a
yes.
boon from trickery.
I just gotta, there you go. I think this is how I use it.
Oh, and Zeka, is Ruby sounding better? I don't know. Yeah, 13, perfect. That beats a challenge roll. So, you are hearing that, right? And, of course, the ladies are disgusted, but the men on their arms are kind of side-eyeing each other like, I would try it, kind of look, giving each other, that kind of look like, yeah, I would try.
Can I try to give them? I can't write. Shit. But I don't have anything like cards or anything. But I just whisper to one of them, "Golden brothel, you can find me there," and then I just leave.
Did you hear that? The scene changes to the two men who are like with their women, not on their arms anymore, kind of just standing there watching them talk, like, oh god, they're talking and shit again. And then that voice comes out of nowhere, and one turns to the other one, mask on, turns his, side eyes and like, did you hear that? Golden brothel. And you hear, wait, oh, sorry. One of them claps, and a servant man comes over, and he's like, "Make note, golden brothel. Remind me in the morrow." Okay.
Then I also turn to GiGi. I this is what I heard. Like, GiGi is with me, right?
Yes.
Okay. GiGi, I need your help.
What do you need help with?
Just hide me from the musician. I'm trying to not get attention from him.
Okay, just stick behind me, man.
Yeah, and so I kind of use GiGi as like a shield to not so that the musician doesn't see me.
Cool. And there will be more to come with you two, but let's go ahead and switch scenes over to Bastet and Eena. You are approaching Countess Nadia Bathory. She has her entourage with her, a larger crowd than most. She is fanning herself. As I explained, she is a beautifully thick woman with a prodigious bosom and a beautiful necklace. She is fanning herself as you two approach. Some of the murmurs start to stop, and her little entourage parts a little bit, and she sees you approaching her. And, oh, so the Count was indisposed tonight?
Well, actually, he asked that I attend in his stead, being a member of his brood, after all. Eena Lockhart, a pleasure to meet you, Countess Nadia.
She takes your hand. Charmed. Some of the people around her kind of back off a little bit, and they're starting to whisper to each other like, cannot believe. How did he even do it? No way.
But I hope that you are enjoying the festivities, and of course enjoying your time. This is actually my first time ever being at a noble ball, so I'm very unfamiliar with the tradition. Of course, I've read about it and learned from my father, but nothing ever handles first-hand experience as well. Oh, and this is a member of my entourage. This is Bastet.
Hello, Countess Bathory. It is a pleasure to meet you. And I grab her hand and give her a kiss on her like knuckles, and I say, "That dress looks lovely on you."
We have manners here. I love it. Charm, Bastet. Oh, so, Eena. Sorry, Lady Lockhart. I'm so rude. Well, as you can see, the Countess spared no expense this night. And she kind of waves her arm. And now kind of focused on the description, you can see like the chandelier in this room, clockwork in nature. You see like lights. There's usually like lamps on the side of the wall, but they're like glowing orbs instead of lamps. And spared no expense, all this imported from Lidge.
I have heard of your vast coffers, Countess. It is very ravishing how you have managed to do all this, especially for a party arranged for Count Cravensworth.
Oh no, you misunderstood. He spared no expense on this. He is quite the well-financed individual.
I have heard much of his escapades. I did see him on one of the floors above. I will need to make myself known to him as well. After all, I can't be a representative of my father at a party like this without making the rounds.
I quite like your demeanor and attitude. Well, be sure to stay for the festivities. The Count promised that he imported more than just these lights from Lidge. He has a grand plan for well, 'tis the season for a little haunted garden maze.
Oh, I see. That does in fact sound incredibly delightful. I can't wait to see what the Count has in store. Oh, and do not worry about my appearance. I understand the looks and the confusion that a goblin could possibly be one of you, but I assure you, it is all very true, some of the rumors you might have heard. But do not worry. You might see what might become of me soon.
Interesting. Please give me a will roll, and you can pray on this if you wish. But you gotta wait. You don't get prayer till second. Sorry. All right. Let's see.
There's still 2 fortune and 2 boon in the pool. If you want to use any of them.
Would you like to?
I will use both the boons. So.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think boons are gonna help you. Yeah, 9 is the best you can get, so it would have to be fortune or bust. And you don't know what this roll is for, so this is a hidden
You know what?
roll.
I'm going to leave it as it is.
Oh, okay. Well, and welcome in. First time chat. Bassin is back. Gob Squad. Yeah, welcome in. Okay, so. Well. You are well spoken, but it is going to be quite difficult to look past things. But thank you for taking the time to introduce yourself. I will remember that. Anything else from you, Bastet?
No. What is it? A curtsy.
Yeah.
Bastet, how about you keep the Countess company as I go and check in with Count Cravensworth? You know, it's your choice though. Feel free to follow or stay at your leisure.
Oh, I would love to get to know Battery a little bit more.
Okay then, I shall go and make myself known to the Count. Enjoy yourself with the Countess. In like my mind, I'm like hoping that Bastet like learns a little bit more, like some secret plans or like some word slip or something, not realizing that Bastet is kind of like into the Countess a little bit.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, if that's what you plan on doing, Bastet, we will come back to that as you make your way up to see the Count, Eena. We will switch the scene back to Sticky and GiGi as you are trying to avoid the side room where the bard is playing. It sounds like he's stopped and might be about to take a break as a group of young noble ladies notice you, GiGi and Sticky, and masked up and everything, and they're giggling to themselves, and they're like, Come over here.
Are
go
they
over
talking
there.
to us?
Yes, they are addressing you. There's 3 young noble girls.
I take a sip from my red wine and I just follow GiGi if she wants to go there.
I walk over to the people telling us to come over.
They giggle to each other as you approach. Are you really a goblin?
I mean, do you have eyes?
See, I told you. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry. It's just... Never seen one dressed up like you before.
Oh, yeah. I even painted all my nails for this. And I, like, present my fingers and my toenails, like, proudly, like they're all golden.
One of the girls like puts her hand to her mouth and like, oh, it's so pretty. Do you party? Oh, are we gonna party with a goblin? Oh, you want to party?
Oh, please tell me there's more to this than there's just the dancing and stuff. If there's like a proper party, I'm all in.
Do you She kind of looks around, makes sure no one else is listening, and kind of whispers into you, to the both of you. Do you dust your nose?
Shit. Wait. hold on. I have secret language. Do I understand that?
Yes. You know that means, do you snort pixie dust?
Oh.
Would I know that?
Maybe not. You would just think it's like applying makeup, probably.
I say, I answer, what could I answer? I say, only at midnight, which is like a yes, I guess, in secret language.
Oh, she looks both ways, and then she like reaches into her bodice and pulls out like a little pouch. She's like, just got this in. Freshly crushed pixie wings.
Oh Wow, that's some preem stuff.
I know. Hey, let's go over here. Come on.
I follow and drag Gigi with me because she's my human shield.
So they go into a corner and like stick a straw into the pouch and they snort it and they pass it around.
I take a big huff of it.
Nice. What about you, Gigi?
I do the same. I take a snort of it, puff of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just fall into it. I'm like,
you're just being pressured into the group pressure.
Peer pressure.
It's on my first ball. Like, I see stupid shit like this when I used to. I'm like, it's like expected it, but also like, you know. So I just do it. I just follow suit. I'm like, fuck it.
Sweet. Don't do drugs, kid.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids. But you do drugs and they have drug effects on you, which I have no idea. I'm just from watching shows and movies. So you snort this, right? And then we get a shot of you like just your faces as your pupils dilate and like this like stupid grin comes over your faces for just a second. Then you collect yourself and you just feel you feel like on top of your game, like everything's going right now. Like shit's good. Shit feels real good right now. Oh yeah. Oh, this music. Oh, where did it go? I don't know, but it's in my head.
Oh my god! Look at all these colors. I can almost taste them. Oh, shit's good. Where did you get that?
I know my brother, he's in with this crowd, right? And they get their stuff straight from Alfheim. Some crazy elf, I don't know, he captures pixies and rips their wings off and crushes them and sells them.
I'm making notes.
Sweet. So you are all getting drugged out right now. We can switch back to Eena. As the scene changes, you are making your way up the steps, Eena, to the left-hand side of the staircase, the second-story balcony, looking over the sorry, Faye, looking over the first floor. Count Cornelius Cravensworth, standing there with his twisted mustache, his fancy top hat and glasses, wearing nice leather gloves and boots and a deep red noble jacket adorned in gold, standing there. And as you step towards him, Eena, he looks towards you and says, "Ah, Count Orpheus let his abomination out. Oh, forgive me. Daughter, I get those words mixed up so much." And then the crowd around him.
Oh, it's quite all right, Count. I understand that sometimes we get our words mixed up. It's finally great to meet you, of course.
I can't say the same.
I see. My father has always told me stories about you, but still, I am here to represent him, so I will do my best not to make a scene at your fine party.
Oh, you just being here is a scene on its own, but, well, can't fault him for sending you, I guess. You are Lockhart. I don't know how. But enjoy yourself. This will probably be the only party you'll ever attend.
And I do too. Hope that you enjoy yourself, Count. I'm sure today is going to be a night to remember.
And then we do a quick cut to Bastet with Countess Nadja Bathory. Bastet, give me a perception challenge roll to see if you overhear anything while you're talking with the Countess. Hey, a 10, that's a success. All right.
Hey.
So you're talking with the Countess, right?
Yes.
So how did you come into knowing Lady Lockhart? Oh yeah.
Would I talk about the church? I don't know.
You probably just make up some bullshit.
Oh, okay. I seen her at the club.
Oh, you frequent the club. And that bracelet on your arm. Oh, it's very nice. I swear I recognize that.
Why, yes, it's a very popular one that's going around right now. All of the nobles are wearing it.
Well, I'll have to get in touch with your jeweler to see if I can get one for myself.
Oh, I would love to help you out in any way that I can.
And as you're having this conversation, Bastet, with Countess Lockhart, you can hear her entourage around, murmuring and whispering and talking amongst themselves. And you hear things that catch your attention mostly. You hear one of them make mention of Count Cravensworth approaching Countess Bathory for some kind of alliance, but they are questioning whether she is going to take this alliance or not. That's what you learn. We cut back to the drug duo. So what are y'all doing? The scene changes back to y'all, and it's just like a fucking party now. What are you doing?
I don't know. We get more drinks, I guess. Get more drinks. Do we have like a little corner in the whole club?
That's up to you. That's up to you. You can have one of the servers. You can call one of them over, or you can go to the dining area and get served. Your call.
Yeah, we just are in like a little corner and like, you know, keep the drinks coming. You know, have a party. And I also asked, so what brings you here to this party?
Are you asking the kids?
The kids?
Or GiGi?
Oh, I mean, no, yeah, like the two women that
Yeah.
brought us over, the one that with the pixie dust.
Yeah. Well, kids in quotations, you know, they're youngsters. They're rebellious teenagers. Well, my father's a noble, of course. That's why I'm here. This is the party. How did you even get in? Oh, yeah, I want to know. How did they let you in?
Oh, I'm part of the Lockhart. We are escorts for the Lockhart
Is it
that
true?
is going around here.
Is it true that Count Lockhart adopted a goblin?
Oh yeah. You can see her running around somewhere.
Are you adopted too?
More hired, I would say.
Goblin, yeah. We have a few hired goblins. They can clean out our chamber pots.
I believe so. Anything? Tell us about your fathers.
Like, what? They're,
Like, I don't know. Like, must be pretty frustrating to live with these people. Nothing really interesting around, right?
I mean, we get to do these drugs.
I mean, yes, but do they come from your parents or like do you get them yourself?
Oh, like I
What are your
said,
parents like?
my dad, he went into the business and he's like a boss for a mine, so his fingers are in the ore business, so that's where he got his money. And my mom is just a bitch, and she's just using him for his money. Yeah, and my dad, he like he owns this trading company that sends wares over to the Holy Kingdom. That's boring stuff, though. Let's go find something to do. Yeah.
Let's find something to do. What is there around in this castle? Any kind of interesting rooms? I mean, this castle must have like something to discover. You know, go on an adventure or something.
Is there a voice I hear? I hear the sultry sound of a voice.
Oh God, no. I turn around very, very slowly.
And you see a halfling man, dressed nicer than this on this occasion, but he does have his loot strapped over his back, and he is wearing his masquerade mask and a nice suit with a peace-bound long knife at his waist. How did you get in here, Sticky?
Oh, hey, Answer. What brings you here?
It's a high-paying gig. Got a lot of money from this one.
Ah,
And it's burning a hole in my pocket, if you know what I mean.
aha. Say, you know what? Actually, it's very nice that you are here at this time. We just thought the party could be a little bit more exciting, and we all wanted to go on a little bit of a exploring tour through this castle. Wanna come with us? It
Well,
would make me very happy.
he looks at all your companions and you. Well, as long as we can find a nice private room, sounds fun. Just the two of us. They could come along for now, but I want to find a nice private room.
Oh, of course. Some private rooms. Yes.
And you know, he has a habit of keeping his coin pouch next to his crotch. So he like taps his crotch, and you can hear the clang of coins. Got something for you right here.
Oh, your family coins, huh?
And the scene will change as you are dragging him. And GiGi and the rest going to explore. So, Eena.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, oh.
Of course, this is the whole thing. Like we actually try to scout the place out. This is just a ruse to really maybe find something really interesting, find some hidden secrets, blah 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 blah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So.
That's
We're gonna rob him.
What? Oh, we can do that too. Yeah, I'm probably going to lock him into some kind of room or something. I don't know.
Excellent. We'll get back to that, and I will get a few rolls for that for sure. But I want to cut back to Eena real quick to see if there's anything else you wish to do right now, Eena.
I leave the count to his business. I walk back down the stairs, and I just sort of like reconvene with the others in whatever way you see fit. Just sort of like join back in with everyone.
All right, we're on
Find
the
my way around.
reconvening. Excellent. Bastet, would you like to reconvene as well?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's get back to Sticky and GiGi real quick before the reconvening, and let's get a few rolls. So you make your way upstairs, dragging him around. There's a bunch of different doors you can go through, bedrooms, different chambers as well, study, all that kind of stuff. But let's see if you find anything interesting in your rifling. So give me perception challenge rolls, both of you. And of course, Sticky can use trickery.
I am using trigger. Oh.
Sticky is tricky. Nice. And GiGi as well. Nice. Excellent. Alright, so we have this fucking montage of all of you.
Wait, hold on. Wait. No. Just a montage, not a fucking montage.
Oh, yeah. My apologies. Yes.
Not yet. Too early.
Too early. Ah. Montage time. We have a montage of you, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. 3 girls, the 2 of you, and Spencer, the halfling. Kind of like going to different rooms. Spencer keeps trying to pull you into a room and start kissing on you. Sticky, we have little kissing scenes, and he's like kissing on your neck. And then like GiGi comes in and he stops, and y'all start like looking through. Oh, look at this. Oh, what is this? You know, kind of stuff. And then he drags you. Y'all go into other rooms, and then he tries to drag you to the side and starts kissing on your neck again and rubbing his pants against your leg, and then someone else comes in.
I'm just, every time he does that, I kind of just roll my eyes and just hope someone comes in.
Yep. And we do that for a little bit, but you are both able, with your perception challenge rolls, while you are doing this, you're able, like in the study, you find like a note that had been left out, like a little blueprint. So this shit has been imported from Lidge, right? And GiGi, you find like a message. Hey, none of you read, right? Or does GiGi read?
I can't read.
I need to know these things. GiGi.
I can read Common Tongue. I can also write Common Tongue, actually.
Well, you're not here, Eena.
How dare.
How dare. GiGi.
But is there like some kind of like? I'm pretty sure these 2 noble shakes, they can read. If no one of us can read.
Right. Just checking. But Eena does know how to read, so you can abscond with these documents or paperworks that you find. Because one of them has a seal on it, And you've noticed the seal around, the Cravensworth seal, so this looks interesting. And then there's like a blueprint for some, looks like clockwork apparatus. Looks like a clockwork snakes. And you find that in your investigation. And then we have another scene. How do you lose Spencer and the girls, Sticky and GiGi, before we meet up?
I don't think losing the girls is much of a. We just at some point I think we just go around a corner and stuff, and I'm imagining the mansion is so big. Like once you go on 2 corners, suddenly boom, we are gone.
Sounds good.
And Spencer, I once we find a bedroom or something, I just close the bedroom behind me, and go with him to the bed, and push him on the bed, and if there's some kind of rope or something, then I will, I will try to tie him onto the bed.
Oh, yeah. We have that scene. You're able to find, some silk handkerchiefs, and you, start tying him up to a bed. He's like, I like the way this is going. I like this. This.
You're going to love this. And I strip his pants down, obviously, kind of just to get the gold.
Right.
Don't worry, I will take care of this. And I just put it away, and I just start making out with him a little bit. Scene fades to black, and I just try to make him happy, and then when he's all exhausted, I just go out without freeing him, and I take the gold.
Oh yes. Beautiful. The scene
I
goes...
just say, one moment. I just need to make myself fresh, and then I go out.
Excellent. As it plays out in the show, you start making out with him after you grab the coins, right? And then it fades to black. We have GiGi standing her back against the wall at the door, waiting for you, and then the scene changes to her, and then the door opens and you exit as below at the bottom of the screen. It says 2 minutes later. And then we cut to the two of you reconvening with Bastet and Eena.
At this point, my lipstick is off.
Yes, it is.
So, what was this about what we found? And I just put the gold bag away.
So, have we just entered the scene, I take it?
Yes, you reconvene. The 4 of you have reconvened.
Sticky?
What?
What's happened to your lipstick?
Oh, must have come off when I drank wine, I think. It wasn't waterproof.
I bet. It's okay. I knew that it would be hard to resist your urges and whatnot. But I have had a speak with both of the counts. The countess, much more greeting than the count. Unfortunately, I did not glean much information. Does anyone have any words of notice that we should know about?
Yes, I have a little bit of information.
Bastet, you did good. What did you glean from the Countess whilst I was gone?
Well, that Count Cravensworth wants an alliance with Countess Bathory, but she is questioning it.
Oh, this is the first time I've ever heard of any alliance. I'll certainly have to make my father aware. And what about you two? What did you learn? I look over to Sticky and GiGi.
I leave GiGi the if GiGi wants to tell a little bit.
I just hand her like the papers we got. I'm like, here. She's kind of out of her mind a minute still from the pixie dust.
Oh, they have definitely done a number on you two for sure.
We found out about a noble pixie dust smuggle ring.
Oh, that thing. Well, I can certainly see that you two enjoyed yourselves.
It was all for the mission.
Of
The mission.
course. Well, hand me that piece of paper and I will see if it is in a tongue that I understand.
All right, so you take these two parchments, Eena. One of them is a written note. The other one is a little blueprint. You know that, and from reading, this was an import from Lidge. It's like a little clockwork snake, but it has a little secret to it. There are, you can tell that there are places within the snake to leave vials of liquid or substance to inject with the snake should the snake bite. Also, you also learn that the liquid in question, while this individual Cornelius is the way he is, from the written document, you see that he has a man in the cult. The cult being the cult of the new god. And these snakes are fastened with holy water.
Oh. Very interesting. It seems that Count Cravensworth does have a man on the inside, almost, of the cult of the new god. And this here device was part of the plan, an import from the city of Lid.
And as you say that, Eena, you hear a clinking of a glass as someone's getting everyone's attention. And you look to the top of the stairs, and Count Cravensworth is addressing the party.
It seems that the hour has struck. Please, everyone, join me in the back patio. We have a special event. Those nobles who wish to join, I have imported special devices from Liege to create a most extravagant haunted maze. Ooh, oh, haunted maze. Oh, I want to try. I'm definitely going. It would be gracious for you all to join.
And he exits, starts walking down the stairs and starts walking out to the back. What do you wish to do?
Well, I suppose if this is part of the entertainment, we might as well follow through. How are you guys with mazes?
After all what we just found out, I don't know, it seems kind of sketchy to me.
It does seem sketchy, but unfortunately, we do have to uphold appearances, and not to partake in the event might seem a little bit suspicious on our part.
And you see a lot of the nobles, as you were having this conversation, sorry, Sticky, that a lot of the nobles are making their way to the back now. Please continue.
No, I was just going to say, you might have a point there. Alright.
Everyone else? Anyone opposed?
No, I'm fine with going and seeing what this is like.
Let's just get this over and done with.
Okay. So, to the maze it is. Keep your wits about you, though. Cravensworth is certainly not fond of my presence here tonight.
Yeah, I'm keeping my distance to like other nobles. No, especially Cravensworth.
It's all right. The scene will change to the outside, the outback, to the patio. It is a grand stone base with steps leading to the front and to both sides. There are tables set up and chairs and umbrellas, and then before you, you see a great garden, a great maze set forth. We see Cravensworth standing in the central of the patio, looking out towards the maze. There are nobles at different points of the maze, getting set up. Countess Bathory is at the first opening of the maze, and then there's other nobles setting at the other ones as you come out. Eena and entourage, as you enter the scene, Cravensworth turns to you and, I did not think that you would join.
Oh, you are highly mistaken. I mean, after all, we've got to... I want to make sure that my father is represented well. And what better way than to play your little games here, Count?
I see Orpheus has taught you well.
He has indeed. He is one of the greatest. Surely the greatest fathers of all time. For sure.
For sure. Well, take your position.
He points to the right-hand side of the patio. There's an entrance to the maze.
You and your entourage will start there, and I will explain as we are ready. Question mark.
Thank you, Count. I will do so with pleasure. Come on, people. Let's go and await at our place.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You are led to the entrance of the maze. You can hear noises within the maze, like gears and stuff start cranking up and sounds start to change. And it doesn't sound like a banquet anymore. One moment. All right. So, you are all positioned at the entrance of the maze, and Count Cravensworth addresses the party.
Friends and fellow nobles, I wish to thank you for joining me for my party. As I have spared no expenses, you will see the great work of the City of Wonder tonight as you partake in the Haunted Maze. The first team to find the exit will be awarded a grand prize. I have individuals waiting at each exit. When one person finishes, a call will be sent out, and we will try to recover everyone who still might be trapped. But good luck and Godspeed,
He says, as the scene changes, and it's time to pull out a map.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo. And get our party on the map. Oh, let's not show anything. sure everything is good. Oh, everything is good. Make sure. Oh, are you on the map? Perfect. Alright, let's get this going. Alright, I gotta share it now. Alright, do you see everything? Let's see how you see. Yes, excellent. Are our players good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I can see everything.
Alright, let me take
Or not
off.
everything, but the section that we are in.
Alright, token movement is off. So, you make your way into this hedge maze. This garden maze. The moon is full tonight, giving some lighting through here. You can hear the sound of distant thunder coming from, not from the sky, but somewhere in the maze. And as you step through, you can just hear strange sounds passing through. But, it's tall enough. The maze itself is a few feet higher than your head. The brush is thick enough to where you can't just like push yourself through it, but it's also too not thick enough to climb. But you are at the maze as you start. So, I will follow you around as you walk in. The maze turns to your left, GiGi, as you make your way inside.
We should stick to one wall. What is that?
Oh, another one of their cruel games, I see.
I get my knife out, my dagger, and I sneak to that corner here, and take a look first.
All right. From what you see here, you see the path of the map. The maze leads further to the north, and then you see a path to your left. What you see out of your vision is some strange pillar set up. Kind of looks like there is some kind of artistic representation on there, but from here you can't really tell, but it seems like some abstract art piece. But as you get closer, you see that this pillar, and there are two other pillars. It looks like they're like rows of razor wire spun around them, and it looks like blood and like flesh hanging from some of the barbs.
Oh, that's charming.
Would I know?
Would you know what?
Would I know anything about these sorts of games that the Count likes to play from anything that my father has told me, or is this sort of like something that he's just come up with for this year's ball?
Yeah, you know that it's usually a different kind of what's the word I'm looking? Different kind of game.
It's sort of like a customary game every year that he likes to play, kind of thing.
Exactly. Depending on who hosts it is who makes the game, right? So this year it's Cravensworth, so it's Cravensworth's game. Last year it was Orpheus's game.
The year before that, it was the game.
Right. And Orpheus had like a game of Clue in his mansion last year.
Oh, I see. Alright, so... Maze. Where do we... What way should we take? Because there's a couple of these pillars, and then there's what looks to be 3 different directions.
Let's stick to the right.
Stick. I see. Well, I suppose right is as good as any.
So there's
Lead the
hedges?
way.
Yes.
There's no like way that I would think that as a cat, I could possibly climb up the hedge.
Not climb up, but you could possibly squeeze through one of these as a cat.
Ah.
So, GiGi, as you and the party make your way around this area of the maze, like, it gets really thick here, and you hear a lot of crunching and such, and as you turn the corner to the maze, you see it dead ends, but there is a pit in the ground.
Can I look down the pit?
Yes. You get to the edge, you look down, there's not much light, but you can see it's not that deep, and it looks like it's a tunnel within the maze.
You guys want to go in a tunnel in the maze?
How deep is it?
Even for a goblin, you would have to crawl. It's not very deep, but it's a crawling tunnel.
Let's find the next way. I don't like this.
I'm not going to give that fool Cravensworth anything to scoff at me about.
And I'm not very good at squeezing into tight places.
It's usually the other way around.
Usually the other way, right? Usually
If
I'm
I get
tight
even
place.
one drop of dirt on this dress, he'll never let me hear the end of it.
Alright, so the path lays before you. There's the grotesque statuary to your straight, and then you have the path that you came from to your left, and to the north, a path you have not gone. And then you see another path further in, past or near the statuary to the south of it.
Let's go to the right again. Always stick to the right, I would say.
You continue through the maze. You hear different sounds, and like I said, you heard sounds like like distant thunder, right? And then sounds of like spooky spirits and stuff. And then you can actually, when you walk past, you hear like when you reach this dead end, this like sound. And you see like a little music box. Clockwork, looks like imported from Lidge. And I need everyone to give me perception challenge rolls.
What a fucking troll.
So GiGi, you're deep in the maze, right? At the end, staring at this this music box ostensibly. But as you do that, the other three, you kind of hear footsteps approaching, and then this individual, like in this, not like a masquerade mask, but like a sackcloth mask with eyes cut out, a hood, a robe. And it looks like he's wielding a sickle. Kind of sneaks up, and you hear it, and you turn, and he's like, "Whoa!" What do you do?
I say, "Whoa!"
I sit there, so I turn around and look at him kind of blank-faced and not particularly paying him any mind, just sort of keeping my gloomy expression.
Oh, oh, this was supposed to be. Okay, hold on. Ah! I just act like I'm shocked.
You hear a voice coming from the sackcloth mask. He's like, "Oh, damn." And then he kind of like slumps his shoulder and starts walking off, disappearing around the corner.
Okay, let's.
Oh, wait, you did scare me. It's okay. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Wow, it appears Cravensworth really has gone all out this year, I suppose.
Right, I kind of forgot this was supposed to be a scary labyrinth maze, whatever,
Mhm.
whatever
So
the
stick to the right. Is it still?
yes, stick to the right.
I thought for mazes it was you stuck to the left, but I must be mistaken.
I don't know. I heard the same something like that, and I thought, why not?
Oh, a
I
bed
think
of
it doesn't
flowers.
matter.
I saw you step on it, GiGi. No, I'm not going to do that to you. But Sticky and GiGi, give me perception challenge rolls. Oh yeah, easy. Even in the night, you see this bed of flowers. It just looks like a little garden someone set up of white flowers, but like there's like writhing movement within, and then you can start hearing the small sounds of gears whirring, and you see little clockwork snakes writhing within the bed of flowers.
Oh, interesting.
I
Maybe
flick
this
my
makes-
cigarette in the flowers.
Hmm?
I flick my cigarette in the flowers and I'm like, let's go. I can't be honest.
But
Look at flowers.
this looks like the blueprints. So think of possibly these are loaded with something that could harm Eena.
Oh.
I would like to try. I don't have anything with me. Can I use part of my dress to maybe catch a snake?
Yeah, give me an agility challenge roll. Yeah, you're able to use your dress and snatch one up like at the back of the head. And you can see, you can hear the gears whirring as it kind of wiggles in your dress and hand for a moment. And you see like this clear liquid just squirt out of its mouth. And then the key stops spinning and the snake goes limp.
I take the snake with me. We should take an eye at this. This seems like it was made for you, Eena.
Let me have a look at that, I say as I get down a little bit to seeing the writhing part of the dress that you've got it in. I'm just This is certainly those things that we read about back in the manor. But luckily, we have a few keen eyes among us. Congratulations.
We should try to find our way out of here and be careful. Maybe you shouldn't. Stop screaming! We should not have you in the front. Just in case.
But yes,
I mean, you're the one leading the way.
you hear the screams coming from further within the maze, and you hear some nobles start chuckling in the distance. But now you have a choice to continue straight past the grotesque statuary or to the left.
Yeah. Past that.
I give a little look at each one as we pass.
Give me perception challenge rolls as you pass. Did everyone do it? Is this new? No.
Oh, everyone? Okay,
Everyone. Yeah.
Everyone, okay, everyone. I thought just Eena because she asked. Damn, Rogue's roll
GG is
so
still high
fucking
as fuck.
high.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So same thing. I'm going to move you a little bit further there, Bastet. Okay, so as you look past, nothing catches your eye. But as you do pass, you see a shadow catch your eye. Everyone with GiGi. GiGi, you're at the front of the line. You're looking forward. So you don't notice anything. But from behind this little statuary here, an individual in a sackcloth mask kind of steps out. And he goes, "Ugh!"
I do a fake scream.
Yeah, same.
I
I'd
did
be
a
like,
genuine gasp.
And he just stands there and kind of tilts his head to the side.
You were so scary. Great job.
And as you say that, he rips the mask off his face, and you see two large fangs. His face, feral features. His head has like ridges on it, and it's like a frightening visage. Everyone give me will challenge rolls. Eena, you have a boon on this.
do I have a boon for trickery as
You can
well,
always
or-
use trickery, baby.
Wow, that is insane how good trickery is.
Everyone succeeded but me.
Wow. So you will be frightened for the first round of combat. Let's get some combat going.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Ooh.
Let's see. And I completely forget what I'm doing as soon as combat happens. Let's do this. We have this individual have. Don't look at the screen.
I'm not.
Excellent. All right, so yes. Eena, let's see. Let's give you the frightened condition for the first round. You know how to do that, right?
I've written myself out a frightened condition.
Oh,
that
perfect.
count?
Yes, yeah, no, that's perfect. And
Is
it's
it a -1 in everything? I can't remember how to do it. Or is it a Bane on every roll?
Bane on every roll, but it's going to automatically do it as long as you have the check mark on. No, keep the -1. That's what it means.
Okay.
So
There
as
we go.
long as you have the check mark, you'll roll with a Bane, and then at the end of the round, you can uncheck the frightened condition, which I'm pointing to on stream, but it's not even on there. Okay, see, frightened. You can click the check mark, and you can unfrighten yourself. But yes, this individual, frightening-looking, vampire-looking creature. But you all succeed your challenge rolls except for Eena, so you're able to steel yourself as you see this creature. You've been around Eena a little bit, but Eena, you haven't actually had an aggressive vampire-type creature come at you. So this kind of shakes you a little bit to the core. And then after he rips the mask off and he says, "1 gold crown to whoever kills the goblin."
Which one?
Damn! And then combat starts. Let me choose fast or slow. Bastet, please choose fast or slow. Alright, so round 1. Who wishes to go first? Eena, Bastet, Eena or Bastet?
You may do the honors of taking first one, Bastet.
Bastet is going to do a utility type spell.
Alright.
It is called Black Tongue.
Ooh. So what does it look like when you cast the spell? When you pull out your rat skull implement and cast the spell, what does it look like?
So when I'm holding the rat skull, it's and I'm starting to speak the words. There's going to be like a black, like smoke that pours out of the eyes and the mouth of the rat. And it's going to come out, but it's going to come into me. Like it's going to come into my mouth.
Like you like suck it in like a cigarette smoke or a hit, like taking a hit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice,
yes.
nice.
And then she's also going to stick out her tongue after the black smoke goes into her mouth, sticks out her tongue, and it's a black tongue.
Beautiful, beautiful. Excellent. All right, that was Bastet. Next up, we have Eena.
So, steeling myself against this creature in front of me, I remember back to what Orpheus taught me and a few of the skills that he has had me learn, and how to deal with creatures such as this. So, steeling myself against, even though being frightened, I look towards the deranged vampire and I use transfusion against it, which has just given me an error. There you go. So I make a
Do you have
intelligence
him targeted?
Yes.
Okay. Intellect attack versus will. One living creature you can see. Oh. Would you like to take that back?
I can do.
Because you would know that being of this ancestry yourself, this is no living creature.
Oh, understandable. Okay, that makes more sense.
Retcon.
Retcon.
All right.
So instead, what I'm going to do is, seeing them bare their fangs, the first time I shall also bare mine, and I will. Damn, they're only 2 spaces away, but I'm going to do a charge attack.
All right.
So that's with 2 Banes, I believe. So I will move into close quarters, and I shall. I have no idea why it rolled twice. Here we go.
Because you were targeting yourself as well. Luckily, you missed yourself.
Oh my god, I missed myself. Let's go. How am I targeting myself? There we go.
Whew. Okay, excellent. And I will keep the Craven's West Brood roll. 21 does indeed hit.
So as I hit that, I've forgotten how to roll down. Oh wait, no, I know how. So all of the gang behind me see. My eyes start to glow a little bit red as I take a lunge towards this creature standing in front of us, bending his head to the side and driving my fangs deep into his neck, dealing. God damn.
Nice. Your fangs bite into him and rip some flesh out, and blood starts spraying like out of his wound, covering the bushes next to him.
Yes, this also, Oh no, this effect doesn't work, but I deal a lot of damage, so that is fine.
Vampire on vampire violence.
Unfortunately, a lot of the effects can only do stuff to the living, so we'll just have to settle for the damage.
No, it's sad times. If only there was some living creatures to deal with. We'll have to wait and see. Sticky or GiGi, who is next?
I can go first. I have an idea that I want to try out.
Excellent.
I'm still in the position of the clockwork snake, and I kind of hope that there's still some holy water in it.
Some go-go juice.
So I run up here, and I have the snake in my hand, and I try to basically like jam it into his leg or something, so the mechanic gets released and like the chemicals pour out and stuff, the holy water.
You know what? I fucking love that. That is awesome. We're going to say that's an improvised weapon, so it would be at a Bane, but you can use your trickery to cancel that out. So it'll be a straight roll right now, unless you wish to use one.
Then I will also use a boon from our pool.
And I'm generous. I'll allow you to use the boon afterwards, so if you want to roll first, your call.
Oh, okay. Then I will just straight up agility roll? Or what is it?
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Okay. Let's see.
So,
Plus, does that already hit, or should I roll for the boon?
15 does not hit.
Then let's see if I'm lucky. 18.
An 18 does hit.
Okay.
All
I
right.
don't know what we do with the damage then.
Holy water. So you're going to do 1 point of piercing damage, and it's going to take 1d6 damage per its corruption, which is... Let me check the stats. That's wrong. So it's going to take 1 plus 1d6. So 1d6 damage, and I will add it plus 1.
Okay.
Nice. As you jam this improvised snake into its leg and push in for the liquid to shoot forth, you see his legs start to singe. You see the veins and stuff, like just some weird, like, bulbous protrusions in his leg as it starts to singe, and you see like start to eat away, and you start to see the flesh and blood inside of his leg.
I have a question. I have a question on how trickery works. You gave me a bane. I used trickery to get a boon, and then the boon from the chat. Does this still is like the attack that I get with a 1d6 extra damage from the boon from the trickery?
I will allow that, yes. So basically,
Alright, then enjoy 5 more damage.
I will, thank you. Beautiful. So it quickly, the holy water spreads up his leg, so now his calf and his thigh are just like eaten open.
That's my turn.
That was your turn. GiGi, last in the PC order. What do you wish to do, GiGi?
I have a question first. I should ask this much earlier, but I kind of forgot to ask into now. So, next to spells, it's like I got like 2 for 0 rank castings and 1. That means I'm going to use like 2 0 rank castings, right? Like 0 spells.
That
spells.
Well, out of your spells that you have now, that means you can cast Spectral Grasp twice, you can cast Bone Armor once, and you can cast Animate Corpse once.
Oh, it's like in oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like per spell.
Oh, okay. When I shall cast Bone Armor on myself.
Hell yeah. What does it look like when you adorn the Bone Armor and cast the spell?
So I pull my long dagger out and activate my magic, and how I picture it's like bones from the ground burst up, like a rib cage coming out and crawling up my leg and like breaking itself to fit around my like chest, ribs, like a bone of an like an entire arm and hand come out, and they split in half. So it's like splits in half, so it goes like on top of my arm and underneath.
Nice.
That's how I picture it.
Oh, the flavor. I love it.
So I'm like covered in like pieces of bones and shit.
Ooh, thanks for taking me to Flavor Town.
And I shall walk up to about here. I think that's about. It's like I was like here. One sec. Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you got plenty.
And I'm gonna end my turn because I don't think I can attack because I use a spell.
Correct. That was your action to cast a spell. And then you attacked. Now it's this individual who will try to bite you back, Eena.
Ooh.
Cat fight.
There we go. Have you targeted? A 20 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Only 4 points of damage, though. So you bite, you leap, your tiny figure leaps onto him. Well, no, short figure leaps onto him and rips into his neck and rips a piece off, and blood is spraying. He pulls you off of him and holds you like a child, and then pulls you towards him and bites into you and rips a piece out of you and tosses you back to the ground. And whoever it was that he had just yelled at, 1 full crown to whoever kills the goblin, some individuals start to step out from around here. And this normal-looking human man with a leather cap takes out a bow and shoots towards you, Eena. I think he has the best view of you.
Oh god, Ina's gonna die. Oh,
But an 11 misses. And then another individual, a masked woman, wearing brigandine armor, wielding a club and a small shield, steps up. And she steps over and she's like, "Which goblin? Yeah, I'll kill them both." And aims for you, Sticky. And do I have you targeted? No, I do. But rolls poorly. You're able to dodge out of the way. And now we are at the top of round 2. Please choose whether you're taking fast or slow. And I'm sure the whole party's taking fast. So let's see how this goes. Who wishes to go first?
You can go.
Okay, Bastet, I heard you first. Do your worst, Bastet.
Okay, and I'm going to get a boon from the Black Tongue, and I'm going to do carve the flesh to admit it. Is it?
Oh, you trying to target? Currently you have Cravensworth Brood targeted.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and a reminder to you as well, this is not a living creature, so this spell will not affect it.
It's to undead.
Oh, it does as well? I just read it really quick, so let me reread it. Apologies.
Oh, it's okay.
Carve the flesh. 1 living creature within short range.
Oh, okay. No, I was talking about Black Tongue. Let me see.
Yeah, carve the flesh is living creature.
Okay. Let's see.
spellcasters.
Hey, but good thing there's 2 living creatures here. Would you like to target someone else?
Yeah. So how do I untarget? Is just clicking back
Same
on
thing,
them.
control click. There you go. Club
Okay,
and
you do
shield
that.
thug. Alright, so
Yeah.
let me see what this spell is again. Carve the flesh. You curl your fingers into a fist as if you were rending the target's skin. Make an intellect check roll against a strength. On a success, the target takes 1d3 plus 2 damage. Its flesh ripped in such a way that it leaves a scar. Ooh. Disgusting. Roll to attack.
Okay, but I will not get a boon since Black Tongue does not apply.
Why does Black Tongue not apply? Oh, okay. For duration against demons, devil. Oh, okay. So Black Tongue only helps you against. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
boon.
That's why I was targeting. Yeah.
It's all good. Hey, new characters. We're learning. All right, roll your rend the flesh. Unfortunately, that misses. Would you like to spend a fortune?
We still have 2 fortune in the pool.
Do y'all mind or do y'all want
Go
to
ahead.
save it?
Go
Okay.
ahead.
That's where it's 4.
Okay, sure.
All right, so that just turns it into a hit. So describe how it looks when you cast the spell and what this individual is going through when the spell affects them.
I'm going to make a gesture with my other hand to have this magic tear at their face. Like I'm going to actually look like I'm tearing at my face, so then it's going to tear at their face.
So Sticky and GiGi, you hear Bastet behind you murmuring some arcane, forbidden words, and you see the individual that just tried to take you to the club, Sticky. You see their mask kind of peel off their face, and you can see their flesh start to just kind of peel upwards, and she screams as it's happening. Roll your damage.
Oh, I think I'm gonna puke.
Five points of damage. Nice. That's max a D3. Yeah, it takes 5 points of damage as the flesh just warps and this nasty, like, fingered scar appears where her mask was. And that was Bastet's turn. Who wishes to go next?
I can go next. I'm gonna attack the vampire directly again. I can't seem to select the enemy.
You were, but let me clear it and I will make sure that you are, okay, you are only targeting him now.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack with my dagger. I'm using trickery.
That hits.
22. So that's 1d3 for the dagger, and I don't know how to. I
Just roll a d6 and I add it myself. Manuel. +5.
+5. Manuel.
Dang. This guy is not looking good. Like 1 hit point away, not looking good. Who wishes to go next?
I can go next if you would like.
Kill him.
I'm not going to be targeting him.
Oh.
There's a living creature here now.
Someone's hungry.
So seeing the woman with the club and shield walk closer, it's almost as if like I put my hand over my neck where the fangs have entered, feeling the stinging pain as I look over to them and finally think to myself, a living target. As this time I successfully actually managed to use transfuse because they are a living target within short range. So
beautiful.
I get an error again, so it's a will attack roll against their...
Well, it's for blood magic, it's either int or will. It's your call. Yes. So
it will be int, actually.
Yes.
So an int. So can I just do this instead?
15
and then
to hit club and
strength.
Oh, it's a strength. Yes, that hits their strength.
That hits their strength. Okay. So, a little hole opens next to the on the back of their neck as they feel something warm dripping down the back of their neck. This doesn't particularly feel damaging, but they feel weak for sure. And let's...
You can also get the blood straight from the face, which is ripped open.
I mean, this is just flavor. But, so this person takes a penalty of 10 to their total health. So their total health is reduced by 10 for 1 minute. And as a vampire, I get 1 point to my blood pool.
So what does it look like when you drain this person and lower their health to a point to where it passes their damage and kills them?
Oh, so all of their wounds, they start to bleed profusely from them. They're slowly starting to wither away, looking almost like, you know, a Capra Sun that you have sucked a little too hard on. Just emptying out as all the blood slowly comes towards me. Their clothes slowly dyeing the color as they fall to the ground. And in addition to this, using a triggered action, I will use blood healing as well. So that point of the blood pool that I just got, I will use that to heal me for, I believe that's 2.
Correct.
If I'm correct. So, there we go. I'm just going to change the damage number.
Throat Goat 3000 move. Nice.
I lick my hand and lick my fingers after that as I feel the wounds on my neck seal up a tiny bit.
The drained body crumples to the ground, like you said, a drained Capri Sun, as a little slight breeze kind of pushes it to the side as the corpse falls. That was Eena, and we already did Sticky and Bastet, so GiGi, you are the last in the players. Yes, you.
I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. I'm gonna stab in the dick. I did not stab in the dick.
We still have 1 fortune if you want to.
Dick stab imminent.
Wait, do you have boon or no?
Let's see. Another boon won't help you. Spoiler alert.
Fucking dick. Nah, fuck it. I saved the fortune. I just missed. I will.
Alright, cool. So that would be their turn then. So, seeing his employer getting fucked up and almost past the point of death, he's like, "Hey, money ain't worth this," and starts to flee. Wait, how the fuck I get out of here? And he runs off. Cravensworth Brood, who has not much life left in him, knows that he is not long, so he will retreat.
Do we get an opportunity attack or something?
He takes the retreat action, so no opportunity attack, but he can only move half his speed. And that was a fast turn. He did not know he was about to die, so that's what he does on his fast turn. He is trying to get away, and that leads us to the top of round 3. Who is going to finish him off as he runs? You see the fear in his eyes. The fear that he had just struck into you, Eena, is now in his eyes as he sees his life just about to not flow anymore. Well, flow. Exactly.
Eena, do you have something for reach? Do you need a weapon?
I don't actually have any ranged attacks anymore. That was the only one. I can obviously charge him, but somebody else can take the glory if they want.
I was about to give you my dagger. If you want to try.
No,
But
Sticky.
if anyone else wants to try, I mean, I can also throw the dagger. I'm gonna throw the dagger.
Throw that fucking dagger. Let's see.
I'm gonna
Throw
throw
it.
the dagger.
Throw the dagger.
Is that like still like normal attack? I never thrown a dagger before, I think.
I believe it's going to be just out of your short range of throwing, so it will be at a bane.
That is fine. I counted with the boon. With trickery.
Counter with
And
a boon.
there's still one. Oh, ignore the boon. So that would be 13. That will not hit. You know what? I'm gonna pull a cyberpunk. I throw the dagger. You hear this loud, and it's like in the back of its head, and I use a fortune for that.
Nice. So, fortune favors you as it looks like you're gonna miss. The dagger goes wide, but at the last moment, it ricochets off of something and stabs him into the side of the head, and he crumples to the ground, his lifeblood flowing out. And we're going to end combat there as you see a man come like squirming in the air, coming downwards towards you. You see that guy who was shooting arrows at you, right? In the arms of Count Orpheus as he lands next to the bleeding out body of the Cravensworth Brood, takes a bite of the man who was trying to escape, rips his throat out, throws him to the ground, and then will step on the head of the dying Cravensworth Brood as his eyes pop out and his skull crushes. His body evaporates into dust and blows in the wind, and Orpheus comes into frame with you all into the scene as this guy's dead now. So, he tried to kill my brood. If it's war he wants, it is war he will get. Come, Eena, let us take our leave. And he grabs you and starts to fly upwards, leaving your entourage in the maze.
He just takes Eena away?
Yes. And the
What about
screen goes black. Okay, bye. And the episode ends. I hope you enjoyed episode 2, The Masquerade.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yes, finally it's set up. Full on vampire war, let's go.
Cool. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And everybody who stopped by, thank you for watching and thank you for stopping by. I hope everyone enjoyed that episode.
Hell yes.
Well,
I'm very glad I left this very open to you and was just like, his very general characteristics. Go. Do what you wish.
Thanks, Davis. Appreciated. I'm going to want to have a talk with you, Eena, afterwards, but we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again, everybody. Thank you, actors, and thank you, DM. It was a lot of fun. No, thank you from me for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I have a raid target. We'll get a raid going in here just a second. The lovely Raydell is having a 600 follower celebration, so we will be raiding them. But before we go, I run through my players. Is there anything you wish to say before we go? Sticky? With Ruby?
Not really. Thank you for this session. I had a lot of fun, and hope you are all there next time again. And yeah.
Also,
Follow
I'm
Ruby. Ruby _ the lazy goblin.
I'm gonna step in here because I know Ruby won't do it for herself. Every model that you have seen on stream is made by the wonderful Ruby the Lazy Goblin, who has also become a Hero Forge affiliate for their amazing skills. So, genuinely very, very big well done, and thank you, Ruby, for making all this possible.
Yeah, no problem. I'm doing my best, and thank you.
Hero Forge hero, that is right.
Very
My
proud of
Masquerade
you,
outfit
Ruby.
was so cute. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I was having a breakdown with these outfits, by the way. These were not easy to make, at least for Bastet and Sticky. I kind of like made Eena and GiGi, I think, first, and then like I kind of learned the other dresses, or it was the other way. I don't know, but like I was having a hard time coming up with dresses.
Oh, but they were beautiful. I'm going to show them on screen again real quick while we're exiting.
I hope I captured everyone's aesthetics and stuff. I had like no input
yes.
on all of you, but
Cravensworth was also really, really good. When like the image was shared, I was like, oh, I like this. I like this very
oh wait,
much.
that was an NPC from you.
No, it wasn't. It was just something that Melly had, but it was one of those things that came up, and I was just like, oh my god.
Oh.
Because it
Yeah,
sort of intertangles with my story, so I was just like, oh my god, he looks like a dickhead, I love him.
Yeah, the funny thing about him is that I made him first without the mustache, and he looked more masculine, and when I put the mustache on, he kind of becomes more feminine. It's kind of weird with this model, but yeah, he looks like an asshole. I'm proud of him.
Yep.
And yes, thank you again, Ruby, for all your amazing work on this stream. You are awesome. And next up, Bastet, I know you might have something coming up soon. Any parting words?
First of all, thank you, Mally. This was a wonderful game. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, I have a return stream coming up November 8th. I'm actually gonna be playing with Mally. We're gonna be collabing together. Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, no, I can't wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna play a board game. It's gonna be fun.
Whoa. Hell yeah. Looking forward to it. It's always fun. Simple. Any parting words?
Pee pee poo poo.
Oh, mwah.
Woo! Yeah!
Someone had to say it.
Nice. Twixie, any parting words?
Not many. I do not actually have any parting words. Just make sure to give our raid target today a very big congratulations and a very big thank you to Mally again for making all of this and taking their time out of their day to give us an absolutely fantastic campaign.
I'm just glad
As well as
you're
having
enjoying.
a Discord if you want to join the Warband, or if you want to follow their Twitter as well. Their Twitter is also linked in the chat. It'd be amazing if you could do either.
Well, thank you for that, Twixie, and thank you for joining me on this. I appreciate it. You all make this worthwhile, so thank you. But yes, title drop, and we're out. Bye.